Oh. Uh, so yeah, last time they did something weird. Of course, this is as far as I got with the Renounced Darkness. Wow, gold 6. But I'll make an excuse for that generally, even though I'm the type to never make excuses about anything. That whole month, I played 4 times, and 2 out of the 4, Renounced Darkness bugged out and didn't let me even play it. Because it would keep giving me Death Knight and Demon Hunter taking away my cards. But that was bullshit. But even despite that, I got to gold 6 in like 1 episode of actually being able to use it. And that was in the middle of those 2. So I don't even know how that works. Like they kind of fixed it or I just got lucky. So basically I got treated like bullshit there. It wasn't fair. Completely not right. Yeah, something like that. 50k views. So yeah, that was kind of unfair, and they also kind of ruined it maybe by doing the Yogg Saron thing, which is a bad idea. It's a cool, fun format, but it should be like a tavern brawl or in certain modes. But it was just like in every mode, you're forced to just deal with all these different conditions. Very weird decision to make. And so that was very stupid, the way that I was cucked with that. And so we didn't really have much fun with the twist format. Maybe I should have tried some other ones, but basically, it's not a big deal. I'll just kind of go back to doing my random fun stuff anyway. And of course, I don't care too much about the current meta, although it's already time for a mini set, basically. Or what I really want. See, I thought they were phasing these ones out, but how come? Or that's just a Cameras of Time thing, right? They've sort of phased out Draw a Charge, Divine Shield Taunt, and Wind Fury Minion. The hero cards, right? They haven't really made any new ones. They didn't make any for the... They make him 8, but they should make him fucking... what a random change. They should make him... get the 15 health back. That's what I would really care about. What weird changes they make at such random times. It's been a while since one reward has been added. I want to get to rank 50 for Sargeras, and then I'll play. That'll be pretty much today's goal, which I probably won't even still get to. I barely use the Titans at all, and then I'll go back to playing some other fun gimmick decks. I'll do Renounce, though, in Wild, just to sort of have fun and appreciate it. And we'll be able to do Elise. Also, do you care about me talking? I mean, you're technically not really supposed to even, or like if you do, don't say it explicitly. You can kind of talk around it and make a point, but you're technically not really supposed to say certain things. Cthulhu Legendary Bundle, but why is he a druid? What the fuck does that mean? What are these weird class characterizations? That actually looks pretty amazing, though. How long is this going to be there for? That looks fucking sick. I can't explain why he's a druid, though. Oh, shit, dude. You know how badly I wanted Zoth. Oh, shit, dude. How can you not get that? They really saved some of their best cosmetics for last. Like, we're getting literally Sargeras. Contains Cthulhu Druid. 3D portrait. Like, that is pretty hard to argue with. How long would it be on there, though? You know, anything besides an old god, I would hesitate. But, I mean, I can't really argue with that. Whatever, before the end, I'll try to remember and actually get that. Yeah, maybe. Fuck. I never bought anything from this game for like 8 years. Like from 2013 to 2021, and then I started buying all kinds of shit. The Great Yogg Escape. No primeval monstrosity left behind. Is that even how you... Or is that a joke on like the fact that Ulduar is a city or something? Why is it spelled like that? As long as one of their own being is held prisoner, the old gods will band together. The old gods never band together, though. They hated each other and had wars against each other. Complete quest to... Or it's like one of those, oh, the enemy of my friend is also my enemy. Or you should buy it, but don't worry about changing screen when putting in credit card details. Event... It would show that, right? Sometimes it opens in like a different window. Collect event experience. I really wish you could save up. Like buy it with 10,000 gold or something, but that one I actually can't turn down. Oh shit, they're doing this with all kinds of stuff. Well, that I'll never be able to get because you'd have to pay like every day to do it. So I get one N'Zoth, but I'll miss out on another. Use 2 Titan abilities. I'm probably not going to do that. I think about how much I would have to play to actually do that. Oh, that's too bad. Play 4 Titans. I don't know if I'm going to be doing that. 12 arcane. They're really putting out a lot of good cosmetics though here. I will give them credit. The ones that they've been probably saving for years, and instead giving us those stupid ass like Death Metal King and dumb stuff like that. I've been using N'Zoth actually for maybe a bit too long. So yeah, let's just use our actual old school Renounced thing. which wouldn't be any of these. Wait, Twist is still there though. I thought they, wait, what? Or they changed it. This time, build a deck with between 30 and 40 cards from Legacy throughout mean streets of Gadgetzan plus cameras at a time. All players start with health equal to the size of their deck. Can we use Renounce in this too? Equal health to the size of their deck. I guess we could do it in there instead then. Why even worry about it? I'll just use the same one. Fuck it. But if we lose, we'll rotate to the next one. So we're trying to get to rank 50, and we're trying to do that one quest that's going to... Wait. We're going to do that one quest that's going to get me the... This would be an excuse to play off stream. Yeah, I would have to. Or I'd have to do like a super long session, because how the fuck would I get that? It ends in 8 days, which means I could do it next Sunday, but one of these keeps giving you stuff and one of them is a daily. So how many would you really get from that? You would only get 1, 2, 50, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 50, 850 plus 5. Oh wait, you could do it. No, wait. 13, 2, 28. Yeah, you still can't do it because 28, and then you would have to do a daily like every day, and then you still might not be able to do it though. There must be other ways that you're getting it. Or like just when you win games and stuff, it gives you it too. Giving me too many cool cosmetics to worry about. It takes me halfway through the set, through the season to get to rank 50, to get Sargeras even. It seems like such an innocuous guaranteed thing, but you know, how are you gonna... The thing is, I don't even play as Druid, so that's such a dumb thing. What about Cthulhu makes him a Druid? Like, people say, oh, well, there's Cthulhu Druid decks, but like, okay, there's decks for a lot of things. That doesn't mean... Like how N'Zoth is a Warlock. Like, N'Zoth isn't really a Warlock, or Sargeras is a Warlock too. Cthulhu should be a Warlock just because everybody who is cool is. Or they heard my clip about that, like, you know... Warlocks always get the coolest stuff, so let's just shoehorn it and pull out a random stop to give a N'Zoth to the not N'Zoth, Cthulhu to the Druid. I don't know what the in-lore explanation for that would be at all. Just because he's associated with bugs, I guess. This is still Renounced that we're using even now. So maybe we'll redeem it in this format, but it won't be the same because this whole 40 card deck thing is going to be dumb. In fact, you're already seeing that a bronze rank 10 just some kind of control BS. I wasn't too happy with what they did last month. I even made like a eulogy for the game. Like, if even me, the biggest fan of the game ever, is having that problem with the bug for the whole month that they never fixed it, they're basically leaving the game to die. Like, you're trying to have fun with it, you're trying to give it credit, but I'll still buy their stupid shitty microtransactions. I like the way it's so zoomed in on his eye though. That is pretty sick. A lot of these are just like random meta cards. Of course, Draxus got buffed. Or like anti-whatever cards. So it's just some sort of gimmicky little stupid handlock thing that's not actually going to be good at all, but it's okay. This will have a couple Twilight Drakes in there. You always need this little bit of healing. But I hate so much that they got rid of the 15 health aspect of, oh, what a surprise. I guess Cthulhu should be a priest then, because it's a Cthulhu card, haha. That's this kind of dumb logic that they must have used behind it, though. So 4, I mean, you could do this, but really doesn't seem worth it. If it dies, draw a Shadow Spell, which I never even realized it had that ability on it, or I don't know when they added that. Or I was shocked to see the Iron Juggernaut had a Battle Cry / Death Rattle for its effect, which makes it at least slightly better. I don't know why they did that or who was calling for it, but that's like my favorite deck in the game history. And then my favorite card is Renounce. And then my favorite mechanic is the elusive evasive. Can't be targeted by spells or hero powers. So it always sounds like I'm contradicting myself. Like, how can that be your favorite? But they're favored in like different ways. Yeah, because it's Cabal Cthulhu too. Like, they aren't all to do with the Cabal, and they're all in a cult. Guess we could just do that. You're going to be using some hardcore try-hard meta shit anyway. I should mess around with my cosmetics a bit, but I guess I play so little, it almost doesn't feel necessary to You know, like we've been using N'Zoth for a while though. The summon an Infernal, not really going to do much against the priest. Although Jiraxis can be the priest killer at times. A regular, whatever, Lilith, that scene from when you're in the church in the beginning of Diablo 4. Now that I could easily kill. Just treating it like a taunt. Could even Mortal Coil it. Okay, that I would like to do. Let's do it after this. Where we get Jiraxis 2. You know what? I don't have to play for Renown. It's like I'll have it in here and I'll do it if it's fun, but actually I just want to see if it's bugged out. But I was just saying how Jiraxis will literally single-handedly win you the game at times. I shouldn't even try to do that either. But yeah, I even bought something in Overwatch because I failed with every hero that I was available to play. And then I basically just bought the Life Weaver guy who just came out. So I don't like leaving that around, but I almost don't know what to do about it. You could hit this and then just don't worry about it. I could have killed it between those two, but that seems like too much commitment. Hello, Thomas. My guess at your name. This is your doctor again. Your depression has gotten more sever. If you don't get a pet, you might die, dog or cat. Okay, dude. Jiraxis meets Jiraxis, but I doubt... Actually, that is pretty annoying. You do this. I guess I have the head start, though, basically, for it. What could you possibly do on top of that? Like, will the real Jiraxis please stand up? Because this guy is a clown. Can't do that shit, dude. I'm just saying how it's the priest killer. Now he's gonna get like sacrifice demon or whatever it's called that just kill. Like, does that even still work anymore? They probably changed how that card is too. You'll just get the 0 cost thing that destroys a demon and heals you, which normally doesn't matter, but it would have worked against. You know, it would work against the Jiraxis hero too. How the fuck did you do that much? We definitely need the heal, obviously. And you could do this, but then you won't be able to kill the Infernal. So wait, you won't be able to do it anyway, though. Like I could have just traded that in, but you can hit me for 9. Probably just gonna kill me. What would you name your dog or cat? I have no idea. Maybe one of my RP names. Get more ladies if you have puppies, but that's like more their job. They have them and I just say how cute they are. Okay, so I'll move on to the next one. We even get Jiraxis. I even sacrifice Renounce to be able to do it. Yeah, I think there's pretty much a 0% chance that I'll get this one, though. I shouldn't even try to do it. Like, how the fuck? It doesn't even look that good, honestly. But it just feels like a shame because it's Cthulhu. Or, fuck. I still have that one on my mind. I guess I'll let that go. I'm just trying to think, like, logically, how would you even do it? Now, extra roundings come to wreak havoc. Some games will have a random effect. It's a very dumb thing for them to do, but... Or is that only for Twist, I guess, maybe? That's all I've been playing anyway, so I wouldn't know the difference. You get 65, so I got like 15 for playing a game. So how many would you have to play? This is like a guaranteed whatever, like 3,000, right? You have to get 1,500, which the best way to do that would be to do like a daily quest every day. Maybe I could do that, just like at the end of every stream, every day, I'll play a game of Hearthstone. Because these games try to force you to get addicted to them by... I'm already addicted, I just don't have time anymore to play it. So what do you want me to do? Like, I try to have fun with it, and then they fuck me over with their... What did you think of my kill in War Thunder? It was pretty good.
Versus gul'dan.
Definitely better than any of mine. Not that that's a high standard. Do you have more? Yeah, you should stream it. Or was that from your stream? You weren't really saying anything, though. Or yeah, I could make an alternate channel where I like 24-hour stream. Instead of one quiet gamer, it's one silent gamer. And I'll just do like an IRL stream of me just, you know, not even saying anything. You weren't talking. But on PS app, they disappear after 14 days. What? Oh, the clips. Every deck has its day. It's more like every deck has its month or lifetime. But I do like how even with something as innocuous as Renounced Darkness, you still find a way to make it like, you know, you can add Elise, you can add Malchezaar. There's so many things you can do to it. Do a 24-hour stream and just stare at cam. And that would be especially good for me because I don't even use webcam. I'd be staring at it, but you wouldn't even be able to see me. Like, you're technically allowed to do that, but I don't get it. Like, what is the point and why do people watch it? 23 hours and 56 minutes. Why?
Are you my master?
I mean, these are meant to be short sessions anyway for these games. Like, these are my secondary series. But it is kind of annoying how incredibly short they've become. Like, lately I've just been so busy. So that's how long a day is. What do you mean? I've never heard that before. 23 hours, 56 minutes, and 4 seconds. Time it takes for Earth to... But how can it be that exact? You would think there's always some sort of... There's always some sort of variation. Every day will be like slightly different. The day's 23 hours and 56 minutes. That's why we have leap year. Huh. I guess I haven't really heard it like that, but I guess you're right. Yeah, there's going to be some phenomenon that makes it so that every day is vastly different amount of time. Taught me something. Whereas everybody is just being a clown and playing Cthulhu nonstop. Which doesn't even scare me that much. Like, it's a win condition, sure, but it's not really that impressive. You're still in school. Maybe that's why, though. There's so many like little tidbits of information that you learn, but then you just kind of forget about. But I don't really remember ever actually hearing that. I've never heard anybody say that a day is not 24 hours. Could have used the clown Black Knight there, I guess. You didn't learn that in school. Well, now I have. Yeah, it almost sounded made up, but I guess it's not. But technically, nobody's ever done a 24-hour stream. It's impossible to do one. No, I knew there was some sort of fluctuation. I just didn't know it was like that. Like why would they say it so exact? You can't? Well, yeah, you could just go into the next day then. But that's not what they mean. They'll say, oh, I'm streaming all day today, all 24 hours of it. Okay, we're in a decent position here. I haven't really used the Rathian much for anything. Why would I need to do that when I have Renounce anyway? You keep changing the values of these in kind of a weird way. I should almost just summon the Black Knight. Like, what's he going to really do? Okay. Yeah, I probably won't be on that much longer anyway. I hate to feel like I'm doing it just for the sake of doing it, like whatever I'm scheduled to do. But before, I didn't even have a schedule. Like, I would just kind of do whatever random days. But 10 to 15 minutes, okay. Did you see my thing on Discord? Don't say what it is, but I'm just being paranoid that it'll somehow get somebody in trouble. But just the word that I couldn't use. So those are the 3 words. The one that starts with a G and ends in an O. The one that starts with W and ends in E, obviously white. And then one that starts with war, or just war, period. Stream when you want to now. Well, but see, I like to stream every day. Is kind of the point. Oh, okay. Okay, that was a pretty shit Cthulhu. Or does he still have... Okay. And kill you with the fucking Infernal of all things. 1 damage clown show. And I can't blame him for doing it as sort of a last resort, but like sometimes you can get super lucky. Like they'll have 12 health, but they'll have a bunch of stuff on the board, and you have a 12 damage Cthulhu, so it'll all go to your face. Like it can happen. It's just kind of dumb. Yeah, let's make sure we're doing the conditions for this, actually. I have some vague notion that I might be able to do this. You know why I don't like doing multiple categories sometimes is like I'm so particular about the titles. Like, oh, every title has to be unique and different. Like even today's is pretty lazy, but then I run out of them, or I don't like to change categories in the middle. So like that's why I wouldn't do just like a 10-minute session of something just to do that. There should almost be some allowance for that. Like unless you're playing something for a really long period of time, you shouldn't really have to worry about the category and stuff. If I'm just playing it for like a minute here and there. I don't mind using Renounce. But this is the kind of matchup where using it is very good because you basically get to counteract their aggro, try to match it. You have to really hope that you get like a paladin or a priest though. Those tend to be the best because you just want as much healing as possible and you're going to need it. Yeah, if ever there was a time where I was not at fault for something, it was definitely what happened last month with the fucking Renounce.
Mind if I roll need?
I think you need to take a day off streaming, do something else, go to a bar. I mean, I can do all those things. Meet a girl, marry her, have kids, retire and die old, or go and watch a movie. Yeah, I don't watch movies as much anymore, but I was just saying that yesterday, actually. I watched 500 Days of Summer, just randomly, going in order of whatever, alphabetical order, what's on my random streaming service. I should do like these mini reviews or something. I want to do something movie related, actually, on my channel or somehow, just upload stuff. Like 90-second reviews, whatever I watch, I'll just give like a little basic reaction, even though I probably should just do a react video with face cam where I'm making faces at it the whole time and show the whole thing and invoke copyright and stuff. Why don't we just do Renounce right now and just hope that it saves us? Give me something 0 cost. Spend all your mana. Incredible. Please don't do that. Don't do what? The movie stuff? I mean, that's what people do. It makes me kind of sad, actually, but the standard is so low, basically. There's so many channels like that now. Just react channels. And I'm not even talking about the average Twitch streamer either, because that's what they do oftentimes too. Okay, that I can't do. Troy, taunt, blah, blah, blah. Molten Giant would be cute, but yeah, you're playing right into my hands by doing that, kind of. We can give it taunt, if only I had the other one too. Even then, I'm pretty much dead. Don't do react. React is bad, very easy to get canceled. Well, that's not why I wouldn't do it though. I wouldn't do it because it's dumb philosophically and I hate it. And I believe in like, wow, that was a clutch Annoyatron actually, holy shit. You know, I hate the concept behind it because it feels so lazy and low effort, lowest common denominator. Read very fast, thanks. You know what's interesting is back in the day I would sometimes have 20+ viewers, but the chat wasn't really super active. It's kind of, people are more active nowadays. I guess they would respect the fact that, oh, I was quiet, so they would just watch. And maybe I had a certain amount of respect that I was actually good at what I was doing. But now I've fallen into the clown show of everybody else. Yeah, you're pretty active, but just in general, as kind of a culture has kind of changed around it. Kind of interesting. Has 5 random secrets from the past. At the start of your turn, destroy them. Well, that's a good way to try to survive, I guess. Surely one of them will be Ice Block or something. Or we should kill this dude first. Fuck off. Yeah, thanks. Give me another thing for my taunt. Could be very easy to kill me, but I'll still just try to deal with it. Give me like Ice Armor, Mirror Entity, Eye for an Eye. Misdirection. Yeah. Oh yeah, of course. I'm only thinking about mage stuff, but it could be anybody. I feel like you're the only one ever talking with Saturday. I guess it depends. I mean, okay. See you later. Saturday streamer PvZ. Yeah, PvZ is a surprisingly popular category. Thanks. Yeah, for what's left of it, which probably won't be much anyway. That's the best way to play Arc, actually. Just play like a total pussy and don't even try to do anything the whole time. Let's see. Do this. Do Argus again. Play Five Nights at Freddy. We'll get active people. Yeah, I could try that now that I have, like, I have some capability to maybe do the, what do you call it? Like on Wednesday, I could just randomly play a game like that, but then I almost feel compelled to make a mini-series out of it. That'll be almost something I decided at the last second. Just Wednesday morning or Tuesday night or something. Fuck it, I'll just play Counter-Strike 2 like I did. And they got rid of the Counter-Strike 2 category that I used, actually, for it. It was like everybody was just using Counter-Strike anyway. But like even the regular Counter-Strike had the picture of Counter-Strike 2 on it, but yet they still had a category specifically separately for Counter-Strike 2. So whereas some categories don't have enough stuff in there, like WoW Classic is just WoW, and also Retail Classic is also 5 minions with taunt. Like Retail WoW is considered one category that's the same as Classic, that's the same as Hardcore, that's the same as Wrath, that's the same as BC. It's just all fucking one game on there, which is kind of a bad decision because, you know, they're all different things that you're doing. Or like Magic the Gathering, there's like 100 different Magic the Gathering games, video games, single player games, in-person tournaments, could be you know, arena, could be other ones over time, but there's only one category and it encompasses every version of Magic the Gathering ever, which seems kind of weird. We'll just go through maybe these 4 decks, which all of them have renounced in them. So I guess my obsession is not over yet, despite the fact that I thought, well, I guess I thought they would do the same thing as before, because the month before last, like, okay, Twist has been around for 3 months, right? But the first month, they did it. Then the second month, it was just a blank. They wouldn't let you play it. So I thought they would do that again. Every other month, they just won't let you do it, which is really stupid, but thankfully, they were pretty quick about this one, at least. This one is all about the 40 health thing, which is kind of cool, but again, why wouldn't they just let you play any of these as a custom mode at any time? Like, if I want to play the one from last month, why can't I do it? Oh, it'll split the player base, but like, if there's people playing it, then so be it. Let them split it and let them actually do what they want. Sometimes that's how Tavern Brawls can be interpreted too. Like, just, you know, you should be able to do any one at any time. Of all the classes that could have 0 cost cards, the Rogue would be one of them. That's always the best way actually to start. Give me like 4 0 cost cards that I can just heal and save the board with. Your power gives you 1 attack instead of replacing it. Each turn this in your hand, transform into a 4 cost minion that gains stealth. I don't really need stealth, I need board clear, dude. Stealth, poisonous, destroy minion. So my health is actually okay, but of course I'm not going to get any healing from this, or I could steal a healing card from him, I guess. Or just from his class. Yeah, I'm not a degenerate thief like those stupid raptors we were just dealing with an Arc. I'm kind of so honorable that I get to, wow, lucky hit, that I get to avoid the 2 classes that are all about stealing stuff from your opponent. Which for Priest, you might not even think like that, but it makes sense, I guess, mechanically, like all the stuff to do with mind control and thought steal and stuff. Amazing how popular this game even still is. Like, I'm obviously its biggest fan, but I don't know how it's done it. Or at least in the Twitch space, like how could this be more popular than Magic now? Magic's only been out for 5 years. This has been out for like 10 years, so you would think just the natural deterioration and power creep and stuff. Like, even I underestimated how long it would last. I almost didn't think it would still be around now. Not to any fault of it, just like, it's weird to see this sort of space of games. Like, a digital card game, what is the lifespan on that? Even PvZ has been out for a lot longer than I guess I expected. Apparently it came out in like 2016, so that's been out for like 7 years, and it's still pretty good and pretty active, apparently. I won't worry about the N'Zoth, but maybe I should get the Cthulhu. for Druid, even though that seems kind of dumb. I mean, I'm just dead. I don't care. Yeah, that's kind of what I would like to do myself. Good idea. We got one more deck to play. Yeah, this is kind of a shitty episode, I guess, but what is even the card back? Do I even care about it? Not that you have to get it right now, but then I always forget. Oh, that's pretty cool, I guess. I feel like they've already used that one before, though. That's one of the biggest oversights in this game's history. Number one, how they put the card backs at a weird sideways vertical angle so you can't even see them. But also, they don't have like a different legend card back for other formats, especially Wild. I don't see why they couldn't have done that. They could have passed off the Ungoro card back as that because it even has like the orange thing in the middle. We saw this dude like a million times when we were doing the legend run with the Imp thing. Just not only did we see a lot of shamans, but specifically everybody was using this guy, I think. Or does that mean I'll be able to use Elise now, or did they? I don't know if they changed the exact expansions you can use. I kind of just read it, but yeah, I won't worry about Cabal N'Zoth. We have the better version of him anyway. So I'm gonna pay $25 for Cthulhu to play as a thing that I don't even use. Druid. Sometimes I'll do the anti-spell type / buff stuff. I almost want to host my own tournament for this game, which of course I don't have enough of a following to do that. But basically, how I did with Yu-Gi-Oh, it kind of lowers the playing field, so like people aren't allowed to use meta stuff or broken stuff, and so you come up with all these kind of fun themed things. Or I could even dictate. You get to use Renounce, you get to use Iron Juggernaut, like you pre-dictate who, you know, what slot you're going to use, and then everybody just has to deal with the decks that are allotted to them. So those are the only decks available. Anti-spell thing, Renounce Darkness, Iron Juggernaut, like none of them are good. Explore Ungoro, Zen Azari, and it would be so fun because there's a lot of random shit, but also it's just like you're trying to make the best of what you have. So like that's the true like Art of War minimalistic tendency. It's more impressive to squeeze the water from the stone than it is to succeed with sort of excessive means. What Genghis Khan did is more impressive than Alexander the Great because Alexander the Great was kind of spoiled with better technology and resources and everything. Sort of the means argument that people always use in games too, like, oh, you know, if you just, you know, just do it the optimal way, but how would you know what that is, right? So there's so much, just Google it, just cheat, you know. There's a certain honor code that you wouldn't do that, or at least people follow the honor code in a single player game, but they wouldn't necessarily do it in a multiplayer game because either it has such an overwhelming amount of content or it becomes sort of an ego thing where they're trying to prove something, and you know that sort of taints a lot of perceptions about games. A lot of fake elitism. Like I love that in like WoW, what people are doing, either WoW Classic or Hardcore or any sort of old school thing like that. Like nobody's proving anything. If you were gonna prove something, you would have done it the first time. It's not a big deal to do it 20 years later, whatever it might be, Nax, 40 or whatever. Yeah, even like a hardcore run, like as somebody who even loves permadeath stuff, I never said it was that hard to do them out of the 3 that I did. So it's like, what's the big deal? Just have fun with it. People are trying to like it just sort of taints something, but I guess it doesn't matter. The purity of doing it the way you want to do it is gonna maintain anyway. Or then it's like false duality is like, oh, contrarian, this or that. But like that's the one statement I actually like, where people say, you know, oh, don't say that people are playing the game wrong if you criticize, you know, the state or the community. But it's actually the opposite, right? If you play it any other way, or if you encourage people to play it any other way, people will ridicule it, or they'll kind of, you know, not understand why. Why would you play it any way besides some sort of speedrun Zerg, meta, min-max, egotistical, half-mast, fake elitist bullshit? Like, you think you're good, but you're not good. You're just following a guide that somebody who did 15 years ago on a private server or whatever. Like, so, but you want to act like you're good because of it. Borrowed knowledge, mistaken for your own. So either you're a world first participant, in which case it would speak for itself and you wouldn't feel the need to show off, or you're actually just garbage like everybody else. So that particular take I find so amusing too. My other most viewed YouTube video on this channel, the 37K or whatever, or no, now it's not even. Dang, and Ron took it over, but basically somehow just the WoW one, just like criticizing the cynical perception of how people approach that. The best way to analogize it is really to a single player game. Like if you were to play a single player game like that, the way that people play these things, it would be very depressing. Because, you know, like, oh, Ocarina of Time is a joke, or Super Mario, any of the Mario games are a joke. You can just speedrun it in an hour, you know, do all these tactics, do all these glitches. But why you would do that or hold that hold that against it is very strange. So you could do this to kill him and then hope that he doesn't have an answer for it. All you would need is 1 damage. Incredible. It should give you some sort of estimate on how long like that Cthulhu thing will be in the shop. I really cannot extrapolate a meaning though as far as like why. So those ones you should be able to do anytime you want, right? The other ones. But what you can't do is the 15. I could just do like a really long session of it next week. I'll do like a 10-hour stream and each game gives you like 15. There doesn't seem to be a limit to that. So the daily quest won't help me. This again will get you about 2,800. That's a lot of difference to make up. Thankfully he doesn't actually look that good, but just somehow I'll at least try to get him, but we'll see. I'll just maybe buy the druid one.